All right.
I think we're on.
We are on. I don't really know how else to start this.
Well, we've had a long time sat in the car trying to get away from Old Trafford.
How long was it? Do you know what? Evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, cheers for joining us. I'm sure there's going to be half and half.
My mum mate Joe, as usual. All right, son.
How you doing? I think we had a long car journey back from Old Trafford, but we didn't talk about the game at all.
No.
Because we didn't want to.
No.
It was sad. It was just a bit of a poor game, a bit deflated. Even my voice sounds knackered because I was shouting a lot. I was shouting at players to work harder. I was shouting at players to do more on the pitch. I was shouting at players to actually give City a go. Where do you want to start? We can start with the first half. I quite enjoyed it, weirdly.
There was only one team winning that, but you know what? We've seen that several times. I think we've seen that against Liverpool. Who else did we fuck up at home against? Did I imagine it against Barcelona at half-time? Like, there's been games at half-time when we've looked great and you've gone, oh, if only we take our chances. Yeah. And guess what? We don't. I think we're now either approaching or have crossed over 10 hours of not scoring from open play. Now, I'm going to dig the defence out today because they're shocking in possession. And people go, we can't fucking score goals. No, you're right. But I actually think it comes from having a strong defence, as weird as that sounds.
I get what you're saying there, but when they pick up the ball, United, and there was time and time again in the first half where City's attack would break down, and then we would feed it. And we mentioned this about Paul Pogba. I thought he had a decent first half. I
thought he was being a team player.
It was just the balls didn't sort of connect. That final pass didn't happen for United.
City better than us.
And that is the God's truth. Like, we can talk shit all we want about how United this, that, and the other, and defence good. City were just good today, class today. In fact, if they were better in the first half, it could have been fucking awful.
In the second half, they figured out what we was about, and they fucking exploited it.
Why? So your question. So Pep Guardiola goes in the half time, and he goes, right, we get, this might not go our way, so let's change things about a bit. So why didn't we do the same?
Or did we just the cock you got, mate?
Or did Ollie just think, right, this is actually going quite well, let's keep it as it is?
Yeah, maybe that's the right thing to do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do
you not think he knows that Pep next door is thinking, I'm going to change things up a bit?
Maybe, but what tools are at your disposal? You mixed it up straight away by going with a back three. I thought Darmian played fantastic, considering the guy plays about as often as I do.
Yeah, I mean,
so he wasn't like fucking vintage Rio, but he played fantastic for a guy that doesn't play. I mean, if you want to talk about attitude, what an attitude Darmian's got.
Just does his job. His job as a footballer, and he's probably been waiting for his chance to come on the pitch. He gets his chance in the derby, which is at Old Trafford, sold out crowd, and he's got to work in a back three. Like he's probably not done that. Maybe they've done it in training this week, but I'm talking about on the actual pitch when it matters. And he did all right. Darmian did all right, but the others kind of let him down a bit. And we start off with the wingers. If you look at Luke Shaw, I thought he lost a bit of his flair, or there wasn't confidence whenever he picked up the ball.
No, there was times where he had options ahead of him.
Yeah,
didn't play the ball, and you're like,
yeah, Luke.
Is that orders? Because he did it twice, like consecutively, and I was like, hang on, has he been told maybe keep it safe? But then you're like, no, because we knock it around the back like fucking.
Yeah, knock around the back. Lindelof was all right.
All right.
Didn't really shine. Chris Smalling again. I just think, oh man,
he's a walking foul. And he's an absolute liability on the ball.
His limbs can go anywhere they want.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a boxer dog. You ever seen a boxer dog chase a ball? Fucking gangly, like.
We'll try and do anything he wants to get it, no matter what. And that's what Chris Smalling did. Let us down for some of the goals. And then Ashley Young on the other wing, which we do give Young a bit of stick here, and I know you're going to give him a bit of stick. There were times where I could see he was trying. But he's just
do you know what, mate?
And he was trying.
Fuck that. I don't care if you're trying. If this is Manchester United.
Someone's
right, do you know what?
To be the captain.
If you've got a kid and you go to under nines and you go, do you know what? That kid's trying.
Yeah.
Go on, lad. That kid ain't getting paid 125 bag a week wearing a captain's armband for one of the greatest football clubs to ever play the game, is it? That's the difference.
What was that? What if that was you and you were still getting paid money for Manchester United?
I'd know when to retire. I retired at 21, so I wasn't good enough.
Who were you playing for?
At the time, I was playing for Doncaster.
Were you really? Did everyone else know that? I didn't know that.
It's rugby.
Oh, rugby, right.
Spent 3 years at Salford, Super League Academy.
Yeah.
Spent a year at Keighley and a year at Doncaster, and 21. Didn't have a first team contract on the cards. I was like, fuck it, that's me done.
That's your testimony.
And on that, I can say I tried that.
You just think...
Play for Great Britain, play for Scotland, before I ever even visited Scotland. Talk about that another day.
That could be on a Thursday.
But yeah, I knew my limits. I went and played like conference level after that.
Do you think Ashley Young should know his limits? Just fucking call it a day.
Right, my issue that we've sort of touched on in the car, and I mentioned it in the full-time Devils thing when I was talking about captaincy. Should mean a lot, man. Leaders.
It should mean a lot.
The armband's a fucking bit of elastic, right? But leaders on the pitch, you do need leaders. You do need people. And when people talk about, oh, he's got experience, what they mean when they say someone's got experience is they mean he's got good decision making. Because you expect younger players to not have the best decision making. They run around like, what's going on? But you expect the older heads, the ones that have been there, done it, won things, you expect that they've got better decision making. The player with our worst decision making is Ashley Young. And the player that's the worst in possession for United is Ashley Young. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's a fucking disgrace that he's still constantly being picked. He's a sound bloke. Loads of sound blokes. Doesn't mean they get to play for United. Do you know what I mean? Where's the standards, man?
Yeah. Or where's the person that steps up, Ben?
Look, City spent 50 million on Kyle Walker. We took the piss out of them because they'd only just replaced fullbacks that they just got. They're about to buy or go at least head-to-head with us for Wan-Bissaka. So they're about to replace the guy that they only bought 2 years ago because he's not quite the perfect fit for him at the moment. Meanwhile, across the other side of town, we're still playing Ashley fucking Young, who wasn't ever good enough to play fullback for us. But guess what? Not only does he play fullback, we give him the fucking armband with a pantheon of legends ahead of him.
That armband means a lot, and I know it means a lot to you as well, because you talk about the legends that have held it before. So Ashley Young, whatever we think of him, if he's not involved in the team next season, we need someone to, over the next couple of games, step up and go, you need a captain, I'm your captain. For me at the minute, I can't pick one.
No,
I can't think
we've got one.
And I'm uncertain about who's going to be there next season in the senior squad that could get the captain's armband. You look at someone like Rashford, who will have the mentality in maybe a couple of years' time, because he needs to focus on his gameplay at the minute. He could wear the captain's armband in a couple of years, but no, someone needs to fill that void between now and then. And there's just no one there at the minute. When Vidic came into United, he got it straight away, and he was captain within like a couple of months, if I'm right. Like he was able to take the captain's armband when the captain went off.
You had Ryan Giggs in that team.
Yeah, and so whenever, if you're looking for someone this summer, you need someone like that who will come in and just get it straight away. I'm not saying they can be captain straight away, but they can fill that void.
Well, someone in the comments saying Young is better than Wan-Bissaka. Boil your head in vat of piss, you dickhead. Cantona was given a captain's armband. No one would have thought Cantona was it was only the second weirdest thing I saw.
Scrambled eggs.
Oh my god.
Scrambled eggs.
But Cantona was Cantona wouldn't ever have been considered captain material before he came to United. But then off the pitch there was a different side of him revealed.
Yeah.
And there were sides of him that no one ever really expected, but you got because this is who Cantona is. And he was one of the fastest people I've ever seen wearing a captain's armband. From that he went to Roy Keane, who was a quintessential captain. You know, Fergie said he's a Brian Robson replacement, and he was captain from 97 till we sacked him in 2005 for saying some pretty unsavoury shit. But he wasn't really wrong. There's just a way to deliver it, I guess. And as club captain, you probably should deliver it better. But at least you know.
Yeah.
But Keane sets a standard, right? Cantona sets a standard, but Cantona's not going to fucking threaten to murder your ancestors the way like Roy Keane would, I think.
If we flip it to the other side of the Man City, we have a look at them. Right, their captain, who today, and we spoke about this on the way out, could have been sent off. Vincent Kompany for me was a weak point for Manchester
He was,
City.
but he's still a leader for them.
And he's still a leader. So his influence in the squad is still valid and is still important.
Do you know he leads the analysis sessions in training?
That's what I mean.
Leader.
He's got a leader. He's
fucking
intelligent.
Leader.
Whereas you criticise Young because when Fred, I know you mentioned this and you'll probably see it circling, when Fred makes a couple of mistakes, and he needs the guidance. He's not there.
Yeah.
But if someone in that City team needed a bit of guidance, you've obviously got company there to fall back on.
So I'll tell everyone what I was sort of picking up on. It was at some point in the second half, Fred puts a weird ball in. I thought Fred was a mixed bag of a performance, arguably epitomising United's performance. At times, yes,
gave a lot.
Yes,
gave a lot. Yeah,
cared, ran around a lot. Not just ran around like a headless chicken, but did some good stuff. Looked good on the ball at times. Looked good protecting the ball. But then at the other times, he lost the ball. Put some weird passes in that didn't make it. Let people run past him. So it was one of them performances from Fred. Bright lights, low lows. But that one point where he puts his ball over to the top and it was just like no one had run for it and it just sort of limped out of the pitch. And I literally remember thinking to myself, what do you do there when you've just done that ball? Who do you turn to? And just at that moment, I look and Ashley Young was digging him out. And I was thinking, if Ashley Young dug me out on a pitch, I'd tell him to go fuck himself. Because I'd be like, hang on, like, I'm around here fucking pulling my hair out, putting a shift in, and you are literally the worst fucking player in this team. Can you do that to Keane? Or Robbo or Cantona? If Cantona's like, hey, just fucking cut that out, you cut it out. You don't think about fuck you. Like,
so it's the respect that he gets from other players as well. You're worried that's not there. Would it be there? Would you respect?
Is it there?
Is it there? Clearly not, because you know Young's captaincy when United go 1-0 down. I remember you mentioned it on a previous review when we go 3-0 down against Barcelona. Young picks up the ball from the back of the net and goes, screams like "come on" or tries to encourage the players, and he's like, that's a bit late for your captaincy and your leadership to shine through now. Surely 3-0 down at the new camp. We're already a goal behind. We're not going to bag 4 here, Young.
Do you ever imagine Roy Keane trying to do a fucking Cruyff turn at 0-0 in the new camp and basically letting Messi in for it? Like,
yeah, but we have
decision making.
There was because when we did get up and when we did attack, there was points where I think, Lingard could have bagged in the first half. You mentioned what a goal that would have been.
Oh my God,
it would have been class.
I would have been no pants for the rest of the summer. If
no pants off.
Official no pants summer.
Didn't. It was just about getting the most out of Rashford Lingard today, and just something wasn't there.
This annoyed me as well. Marcus gets fouled in the first 30 seconds, it felt like. Then manages to get clattered on the 9th minute.
Clattered. Absolutely battered.
And that's a yellow card for company, right? You could argue they were both yellow cards and he should have walked.
I think they were both yellow.
Okay, so 9 minutes into the game, 90% of the game left to go. Why are we not? Where's the leadership? And this is, again, decision-making and leadership is everything. Where's the leadership going? Come here, Marcus, what we're going to do is put 47 fucking balls in behind Vincent Kompany, and you're going to either draw a foul or you're going to score a fucking goal.
And that was my point, saying why didn't they do that at half time? Right, we can give all stuff to Young, but you've got Midfield there and Ollie, and they know the game better than anyone. Why haven't they clocked, especially Ollie? Why haven't they clocked that one of their centre backs, who is their key player, who is their leader? It's on a yellow. Let's give it in for the second half. Something went right. Don't know if they were nervous, because City looked nervous. We both looked like nervous teams in the first half. United don't want to lose Derby at home to Old Trafford.
We haven't got confidence in ourselves.
Yeah,
and
confidence.
I think this is an issue that De Gea is so devoid of confidence at the moment.
Getting beat at the first post is not going to near post.
But when he's got the ball at his feet, it takes him so long, almost like he's psyching himself up to play a pass. His distribution was never pinpoint anyway, but he wasn't about that. Now it looks terrifying, and I think it's exacerbated by the fact that he can't pass it to half the defence because they'll fucking give it him back almost.
Yeah, and he's talking about confidence. He doesn't have the confidence.
We can't build from the back.
In his build from the back. But you looked at City today, and most of they took the piss a lot in the first half because they could, but Kompany was shaky as well with his back passes. But when Kompany was shaky,
how cool is Ederson? There was at one point they was charging him down, and he was texting. He didn't even look up. He'd played a pass, and he just
got an egg out, put it on his belly. And then, so they were comfortable.
Has everybody seen the Cantona video?
Don't watch it. It's fucking mental. It's the way. Explain it.
There's a gentleman.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing we're sure of.
Yeah. Well endowed.
There's a gentleman who's up for a fight, should we say?
Yeah, definitely.
He's on a bit of a tuck. banged an egg there. Right, so the whole video starts with Cantona's face. There's no talking, right?
He looks serious as well.
He is serious.
Not happy.
He's fucking smashing eggs, mate. It's nothing fucking about. Pans down to a gentleman who's just got a...
You can't see the gentleman's face. The rumours it
same sort of physique as me.
Could be him.
Kinda. I don't think it's him, but like, is it him?
Canada's legal team watching that. I did not say that.
And then he lets it fly.
Lets his love link fly up, and it
smashes the egg.
Flies up with that much speed, it breaks.
One take.
Must be one take.
Do you reckon it's one take?
Great aim.
Good aim.
That was like Edison's back pass.
I don't think it's one take. I think he's done that before.
Do you think?
I think he's done that before.
Yeah,
I don't reckon you're filming yourself smashing an egg with your knob first time. I reckon you probably go...
Let's put it to the test.
When you was doing that, how many goals did you have?
Yeah. And was it a 12-pack or a 6-pack of eggs, mate? Yeah, anyway, go check that video out. But just going back to the fact that City was...
I got a text off Paddy Evra today. That made me day. It's about as good as it got.
What? And he texted you about the egg?
He just said enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game, yeah, well, we did.
I didn't.
Yeah, anyway, City was just comfortable on the ball, and we looked nervous on the ball. Like, we were never at any point when we were building from the back, do you think, we've actually got this? No, we don't have it. We actually look terrified. And even at times when Ashley Young's taking a throw-in, and this isn't Ashley Young related, but he's calling for people to come and help him. Who wants the ball?
Pogba had a really mature performance until we went 2-0 down. Then I thought he sort of tried to be a bit I am.
Yeah.
But there was so many times when he would look up and just be like, fuck all to pass to.
Yeah, nothing to pass to.
Mate, we've got major surgery required. Major surgery required. But I don't have the confidence to... I don't have the confidence the board want... I mean, this is the thing. It's a case of being competent enough to go and do what's required.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's going to crackle everyone. This is in the wrong spot. There's one thing about having the confidence that they'll do what's required, and another that they actually fucking want to do what's required. I don't think they want to do what's required. They don't have the ambition. But Sheikh Mansour's come in and gone. I would like City to be a Champions League winner. What's that going to cost? And they just wrote cheques for the last 10 years.
He wants United to make money. That's his job. And do you know what I mean? His aims aren't to win United trophies. His aims are to make the Glazers money. So, if anything, he's doing his job well for them. He's not doing his job well for us.
I don't think he is doing his job well. I think I could make...
To be fair, they waste a lot of money on contract extension.
Yeah, I think United could make a fuck ton more money by stopping some of the bad decisions that we make. For starters, we play at Lee Sports Village, right? How many of you fuckers even know where Lee is, right? It's a bitch to get to. Why don't you have, think about this, Ed, right? If we had a mini stadium on Old Trafford campus, right? Under 18s game at 11 o'clock on a Saturday, just before a first team game, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Reds would turn up for it. Probably go in the Megastore. Probably buy a pint. Probably buy a fucking burger and a hot dog or something at the mini stadium. You're in your property, spending money. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you want? Bring your sponsors, like, fucking hell, the most United thing ever today, right? Walking across the forecourt in North Stand, where the hot dog vans are usually. There's a sunglasses shop for our new sunglasses sponsor. And I'm taking a piss out of it now. I'm taking a piss out of it. Hey, don't want a burger today? Have some... If you're not in Manchester at the moment, rainiest day ever today.
I might piss it down.
Unbelievable. The stadium roof broke.
Yeah, thunder and lightning.
Sunglasses shop.
I'm fuming.
I'm just thinking, like, if you've got thousands of people there all day long because you've put an academy game on, and then you've got we're paying money to Leeds to use their ground instead of bringing money in on the gate to go and watch under 18s. That's shit.
Yeah.
I went to San Francisco a few years ago on my honeymoon, watched a baseball game. Inside the stadium, there's fucking shops. Like Joe to buy merchandise and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in Old Trafford, like Stretford End, where the Dennis Law statue is, there'd be a shop there. So you can go and buy shit in the middle of the game. Now, you can go, all right, it's not for me, that, buying shit in the middle of the game. Not for me either. But if you're a supposedly genius fucking moneymaker,
could be.
Make your money. Because you can't get a mega store on a match day. So you don't fucking
maybe, you know what, maybe he's got something on, the big dogs. Maybe Ed Woodward's got something on.
But he made the deal, didn't he?
He made the deal.
He made the deal for JP Morgan. He put us in this debt that we're in.
He's digging his hole deeper, because last year, and it was one of the moments that turned the season. United get beat 2-1 at Old Trafford in December. City go on to win the league, whatever. This year it's reversed. Obviously, we played the Etihad first. They battered us there. They've come here. The only shining light for the whole thing is that Liverpool might not win the league. But I mean, fucking hell, United should be at the point where we have to decide if Liverpool City should win the league. United should be at the point where they're winning it. So everyone's going, oh well, Liverpool aren't going to win the league now. Fuck that. United should be winning it, but we're not, because we're shit. And there's nothing we can do about it until the summer.
No,
there's nothing.
Mate, we was 19 points off City last year, and we probably, virtually sat in the same spot last year, going, "Here's what we need to do." Right, and what did we do? Not that. Not what we needed. We bought a fucking 19-year-old fullback with half a dozen games under his belt. We bought a third-choice goalkeeper because we needed that, and we've still got Pereira and fucking Dean Anderson. To be honest, mate, you could be the third-choice goalkeeper. It's the fucking easiest job in football, isn't it?
Fucking no. I don't want to be sat here this time next year after the second derby of the season, fucking behind City again.
Phil Spicer's just asked the question of all questions. How did your bets go, Howson? I'll show you how my bets went.
I was supposed to ask you that one.
Roll a little VT for the old chaps there at BetBull. Here we go. As always, we're sponsored by BetBull. You can get up to £100 in free social bets by using the link in the description below. I'm also giving away a signed Rashford shirt simply for following me. And there's a few of you following me, but more of you need to come and follow me. So come and follow me. Like I said, link is in the description. Hit leaderboard, press the search thing, type in Mr. Stephen Howson. Come and follow me on there, and you can see all the bets that I'm doing. And just literally, it's a free app to download, and it's free to come and follow me. Come and follow me, and it means I can do some good stuff and bring you guys some good content. Trust me, I can't even tell you, but there's some serious amount of shit that is planned. How did my bets go? I heard you ask. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. I had a diver on a red card. Well, no one got sent off, it didn't go.
You could have been. There was a case later on in the match. I mean, I thought Pereira was quite hot-headed in the first half.
Someone here saying, I'm sponsored by a betting company to give shit tips. I'm not giving you shit tips on purpose. I'm just shit. Bet at your own risk, gamble aware, all that kind of caper. I honestly do try. Me and Ben have got a competition going, and I'm actually winning. Right? I try. I mean, I've won one, right? And Ben's won none. So, that's the one. That's what I'm going for. Fuck's sake. Someone's saying, what watch am I wearing? It is a 10-year-old Rolex Bamford GMT Master 2. It's the stealth ones. It's a military one.
Yep, well, that's the highlight.
Took it to Iraq with me
today.
It's been through the fucking ringer, this thing, but it still looks alright. Not this little thing.
Would you not have said then it's been through the wars? Or not?
I guess it has been literally through the wars, hasn't it? It's on about its fourth strap and all. I don't like the ones with the metal straps. I like the cloth strap ones.
Well, that was watch talk. Have we got
and it's always dead fast and all. It's meant to be a good watch.
What do you mean? Like, it's fast?
Look at it. All right, what time is it? 23:54. About a minute off midnight. Always early.
Yeah, always early.
I think you have to get them serviced. It costs a fortune to get them serviced, so I'm not getting it serviced. Let's go to Discord and see what everyone's fucking saying in the old commentos. Review questions. Zach says, seriously, how do we not have anyone at the club who can put a cross in?
That was true. But
Sean8912 just followed me on BetBull. Cheers, son.
Cheers, Sean.
Put it on silent now because that was annoying.
Do we not have anyone who can head the ball in the box either? I mean, Lukaku was like, oh.
I don't know why we punished ourselves today, but we put a treble DVD on this today, just as background while we was working. It fucking depressed me. But it was, which game was it? It was the first Barcelona game.
Yeah. David
Beckham's crossing, 18 rated. Unbelievable. Jesus. I can't speak. Blake, do you feel the players really gave it their all before City scored? I did.
Some did. Everyone looked like there was a bit of a game plan, and they tried to execute the game plan, but City were just too good, and it got in their heads a bit, and it broke them down.
Stu says, can I explain this? This is obviously United's back four in a straight line.
Yeah, it looks good if you don't know where the fucking
and that was
is.
Obviously where the back four should have been. Can I get that
Kind of, just
really get it, but it's a bit bright, isn't it? Yeah, that was kind of shit, wasn't it? Was that for the first goal? Yeah, no, I can't explain that. How do we address the lack of chances in front of goal recently? I don't know.
That's what we've been missing for a long time. Is someone that we know.
Nearly 10 hours.
Yeah. Oh, but in just season by season, it's just since Van Persie.
Spurs had 27 shots the other night. They might have had more. I saw it at 27 shots with minutes to go. So
unbelievable. Since Van Persie, we've not had someone who will guarantee us get us 20 plus goals a season, and we need that. We need that. If it's someone going to step up to it, or we're going to buy him in. We need a striker who's going to bag. I mean, look what we tried to get with Zlatan in for a season. That wasn't a long-term option, was it? We replaced an old Van Persie with an older Zlatan. And now we're putting our hopes in Martial, Rashford and Lingard and Lukaku. And yeah, something's not clicking there. I still think they've got places in their team for the future. But maybe we just fucking spend some money on someone who's going to bag us goals. 10 hours, we can't score from an open play. We've relied on... Last goal was Pogba's penalty. That's 2 goals.
We've had penalties, but yeah, open play has been nearly 10 hours.
Mental.
Wow.
That's shit. That is shit.
For how long did I actually care about the game? 2-0 was game over, never coming back from that. Good fight from the lads in the first half, then our legs were gone. We were never going to win this game, not with fitness levels. How long did I care about the game?
I cared.
Until they scored. No, all the way to the end, I was still sort of wanting them to do well. Last 5 was tough.
Yeah.
When they put the 4 minutes up, like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, the 4 minutes. I thought it was 1 at first, but blimey. When they scored the second, I lost interest. Because when they scored the first, I thought, if we get one, that'll rattle them. They won't know what's going on. United have actually got an equaliser, their heads might go, and then we might be in for a chance. Unfortunately, fucking Sane comes on.
How do we address the lack of creativity? I think it's linked to not being able to work on stuff. I would hope to see some sort of something in the next... I mean, you're not going to see it before Chelsea, but then before Huddersfield and Cardiff, I think it's the last 2 games. You've got a week before them, so I would hope to see something in them. Because I think that you're... I think the last time we spoke, it was in the... Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm talking shit. Ryan, with Arsenal losing and only 3 games left, he's top 4 on. This is ridiculous, isn't it? Will, go back to the main screen so we can have a look at the league table.
Well, the fact that
look at that, man. Like, 64 points. We arguably should have had an extra 6 points in that. We'd be second. We'd be third, fourth. Like
mental. That top 4 is still on. It just shows.
Even if we'd have beat Everton, it's technically be in our hands, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, technically in our hands.
Let's have a look.
Top 4 is still
now. Should be on here now.
Top 4 is still... I can't believe that we've still got a possibility of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be in our hands if we'd have beat Everton. It'd have been in our hands because then we could have gone and turned over Chelsea and then just win the remaining. We still might do it, which is fucked. Imagine
it would be fucked if we. I feel like I would feel like we wouldn't deserve it. You wouldn't lose the games that we've lost in the run up to the end of the season and still get fucking top 4.
Sean saying, why don't we put Tony on early? To be honest, he's not been doing it for me, not as a team player. I don't know. None of the forwards have been doing it.
No,
any of them.
Also, City's work rate's too hard for Tony, I would have thought, because he's not a grafter. Like at Everton, he just, as soon as he lost the ball, that was it. With every City player works their arse off, and that's what kind of needed. So if Martial loses the ball, he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, he'll have a sulk.
Which result would have been better? A win here for Liverpool to take the title, or the result we got? I honestly don't give a fuck about Liverpool. If they're champions, it's because you've deserved it over the course of a season. It's nothing that we fucking did against opposition or against them. If you're champions, you deservedly champions. It's the top and bottom of it. And I would rather care about United and the future of United. And if us beating them means that Liverpool went on and win the title, well, do you know what? They've not won one for 30 fucking years, so who gives a fuck?
They're gonna win one day, and if it's now whilst we're having a mini breakdown, let them, because we can always say that when we didn't have a breakdown and we were the best team in England, we stopped them. Fuck yeah.
And if they go and if they win one and then disappear again, mint.
Exactly.
Why has Ron been playing to his weakness instead of his strengths? Always back to goal. I don't know. There's so much wrong at the moment that it's just like... Do you think the club should be taken private, either through sale or whatever? We're clearly unable to navigate the priorities of being a football club and a publicly traded company. The problem is, mate, we're worth $4 fucking billion. and
I take that private.
Don't know who's got that sort of shit lying around. You basically, do you know what we need? Not Elon Musk. What's the other guy? Jeff Bezos' wife. She's just divorced him and got
bare money.
Paid.
Yeah, she's got. I bet she's buzzing.
Right, who's up for the job?
They work together for
Who wants to go and sort her out and get her to buy United?
Eric
Cantona, do it, son. We need her to go buy it. That's what you want.
How's that eggs in the morning?
Not
what?
like I like me women without a dick.
Without a dick? Is that the best you got?
I don't even know what we're up to. Even if we attempt to offload players, will any clubs want to pay their fees? Nope, this is an issue.
That's what we were saying. Just got a lot of dead wood lying around, collecting the money. You'd be buzzing if I was at a job where I was proper shit at it.
What do you mean?
But I was just told to, like, you don't have to come into work today. We'll still pay you. Just chill at home. Oh, you'd be buzzing.
Getting paid so much.
Oh, I'd start building a shed.
To be fair, when I left the army, it's a 12-month notice that you give. Even if you try your hardest, you get 4 months in.
12 months?
12 months.
Okay, no.
Hell of a notice period. So as soon as you quit, they go, right, you're not taking any leave now, and you put all your leave at the end. So I signed off in, I think, July, and I left in March, so I had like 3-month leave.
Mental, right.
But like about 2-3 months in, I mean, we was a busy gaff, people going to Iraq and Afghanistan constantly. No one even fucking knew who I was. So it was kind of just like, I'd be assigned to a new fucking guy a day, and I'd walk in and be like, who are you again? And I'd be like, anyway, I'm leaving. So I just got admin to go and do it, and he'd be like, yeah, whatever. So I just played Pro Evo till my fucking fingers fell off, yeah. Got top at it. Hugo, with it looking like we're going to miss out on top 4, how would I rank our season against the other poster seasons? Pretty high up there in terms of bad, innit? Is it as bad as Moyes? Maybe. Maybe it's not, because I think the expectation was probably higher in Moyes. The first cut killed us, didn't it, really, in Moyes?
We went from a league winning team to...
I hate Europa League. Non-football related question. I'm interested. Are we doing Thursday Club tomorrow? Yes, we are. We'll be in Manchester for the game on the weekend. Any recommendations for places to eat while I'm there? You got to give us some more info than that. There's a great line from comedian Tom Segura where people go, where should I eat? And they're like, I don't fucking know you. They're like, there's a dim sum place. They're like, oh, I don't like Chinese people. They're like, so I'm not there then. I don't know. You need to tell me what you want, because if you're like, oh, you should go to the all you can eat Fazenda. It's all you can eat meat. And you go, lovely. I'm vegan. And I go, all right, well, fucking lick the bottom of a fucking cricket pitch. How much is he paid? Who's he?
A lot. Probably a lot.
Do I have a data for the ground cover by the players? No. Like, I wish that was something that Instat did. That's something that we need to find. So I do like the distance run. Seeing dickheads calling for Jessup Bissell because he missed a sitter and did nothing all game. I think in the first half...
pretty much explained why there in his comment, why people have been calling for Bissell. Because he missed the sitter. and
did nothing all game. I think I saw something at half-time which has made more interceptions in that half than United did as a collective against Everton. Yeah. We cannot be a better team without Shaw, Pogba and Marshall. That's something I said. I've said a lot all season, and that was usually in tandem with we wouldn't have been a better team by keeping hold of Fellaini, because a lot of people are trying to now rewrite history with Fellaini. Like, again, he tried hard. Yeah, but he couldn't fucking pass his fucking way through anything. No. And that was the football Ollie wanted to play. So Ollie was like, hey, laid us.
Get off.
I think he would have done that with more if he could. Yeah. I don't really know where to go from here now. Have you all got any questions in the YouTube comments?
I've got a
20 times, fuck the haters, like it. Ollie is trying to use the same strategies he did at Cardiff. Not really. at all.
Fucking hope not. We're in for an awful season next year.
I'd love us to get some top hard-working player like Son.
Yeah, I like Son, but Tottenham like him more, and I think they'll do everything to. Although they are a selling club when it comes to.
The Unknown Genius says, if we sell our Deadwood for like $5 million a piece, there's bound to be takers. Surely, no, because. Even if you say $5 million, yeah, like what? Let's just pick a club like Watford. What are they paying? Say one of their best players, Troy Deeney or Deulofeu, right? I would say significantly less than 100 grand, 60, 70k, probably something in that region, right? We're paying Phil Jones somewhere in the region of 100, 120.
Unless you pay for fucking half of it.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Where do you say
Ed's a top fucking businessman.
You have Phil Jones, we'll pay half of his wages.
Top 4, yes or no? It feels like no at the moment, but who the fuck knows? We don't.
Mate, none of us won top 4. It's mental.
It's like
Wolves.
Someone called it a race before. Was it you? The top 4 race. It's not a fucking race, is it?
Limp.
It's really not a race. Jesus. Thoughts on what Roy Keane said? Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So probably bang on from what I'm hearing.
I think he goes on a bit about Pogba. There's a weird feud between Roy Keane seems to hate any midfielder for United because I think it's because he got sacked. You know what I mean? Because if you saw someone doing your job, like even say you'd be fuming at them, even if he is great. But Keane's Keane, isn't he?
Roy Keane's just a fucking nutter, isn't he?
Yeah, mental. But
we're saying like Joe, when he was manager or assistant manager,
yeah,
he was. An assistant manager meant to be the one where the boss comes in, goes fucking rah!
Yeah.
And the assistant goes, don't worry lads, I'll sort it. Yeah. And imagine when Roy Keane's the assistant, the manager comes in, goes rah! And then walks out, and then Roy Keane goes rah!
Double pelleted.
I'll fucking kill you.
Double
like,
pelleted.
yeah, and you're like, Jesus Christ. Right, do you know what? I'm gonna go. What's coming out tomorrow? It's Thursday Club tomorrow, and then I've got a preview.
More, won't you?
I'm not going to watch this until I don't even know if I'm going to bother watching this again. To be honest,
and then we got
I fucking hate watching this.
Mad game on the weekend.
Do you know what? I've got nothing to do tomorrow afternoon as well, so I'm probably going to end up rewatching this. And I don't really want to watch fucking. I got to watch not West Ham. I got to watch Chelsea tomorrow ahead of the preview, and I can't be arsed.
What a life.
The shit that I do for you guys for the previews, I usually watch the opposition like 4 or 5 times.
If I, on the weekend, because obviously this is the final one of the month.
Is it Wednesday Club next season? It might be.
I would, this is a bad month. It would be
you're not fucking coming again.
I've done reviews, if we were 7th on the weekend, it would be 6 losses and 1 win. And the 1 win was because of 2 penalties at Old Trafford.
Hashtag Joe out.
Yeah, I'm fucking cursed, mate. I'm not getting invited back next week.
He called the team bluffers.
Oh, well, fuck it.
Right, thank you guys for joining us. As always, please subscribe if you're new around here. There's loads of good content that we've put out recently. Probably wouldn't rank tonight amongst it, but you know, we have put loads of stuff like that all the time. There's the history stuff coming back pretty soon. I'm trying to get out to Far East for the pre-season as well, where I'll probably end up doing daily stuff. Let us know what you want us to cover over the summer as well. I'm looking at Nations League, looking at Copa America, looking at AFCON, all that kind of shit, and we're going to be doing all that kind of stuff. So from me and from Joe, we'll see you again on Sunday, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow night. So make sure to send all your pizzas in and all that stuff for me and Ben to cheer ourselves up a bit tomorrow. Laters.